Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants. I'm the one who rant about this. University of Rhode Island to remove murals commemorating World War II veterans for lack of diversity. Wait, what did I just read? What did I just read? I'm pretty sure I read something here that I'm not so quite sure I read it properly. What in the actual fuck did I just read? University of Rhode Island to remove murals commemorating World War II veterans for lack of diversity. Yeah, I actually did read this properly. I'm not going nuts. I'm definitely not going nuts. From campus reform, several murals inside the student union at the University of Rhode Island are scheduled to be removed for their display of predominantly white figures. The murals were painted almost 70 years ago by Arthur Sherman, a veteran who attended URI after returning from World War II. Are you shitting me? URI defended the decision as representative of their commitment to diversity. So basically what they are doing is exactly what Russia wanted to do to the entire world. And they have been very successful in the universities. Communists apparently won the Cold War. They want to change history, erase history. Are you fucking insane? Are these people so goddamn retarded that they are going to actually erase a mural from a veteran who painted it over 70 years ago in a university? Yeah, well, apparently what they say that whatever happens in universities, it's just a few short years from happening worldwide or statewide. I think it's first it happens in university, then it happens in California, and then it happens nationwide, and then it spreads worldwide. So basically what we're seeing here, it's not just the Confederate statues being removed. No, it's extending now towards murals, to actual fucking murals painted by a goddamn fucking veteran from goddamn fucking World War II. Are you shitting me? This is gonna leave a mark. This is definitely going to leave a mark. And this is pissing me off to no end. What in the actual fuck is going on with the brain of these goddamn smooth-brained idiots? Jesus Christ. I mean, you pay so much money to go to the university, and most of the degrees you go to are fucking useless, that gives you nothing, like gender studies, philosophy, or women's studies, or whatever. And then Jesus Christ, I better go read the article before I get way too angry about this. The University of Rhode Island announced on Thursday its plans to remove several almost 70-year-old murals from its student union for the lack of diversity. Oh, shit, pickle. The murals depict many unique scenes, including servicemen returning after the war, a class reunion, and university commencement ceremony, a beach scene, and students in a jalopy dressed in leather sweaters. Arthur Sherman, one of those returning veterans and member of the university class of 1950, painted the murals. He was asked to do so by the university in 1953, as the student union was being constructed. Dedicated in 1954, the Memorial Union was constructed with funds raised by returning veterans and the local community members. And then these fucking idiots have the audacity to say that Trump hates veterans and that they're suckers and losers. What in the actual fuck? These people are actually blaming Trump for the things they are guilty themselves of. Let me drink some coffee because this is starting to piss me off. Fuck me. URI President Student Affairs Katie Collins defended the decision, citing concerns of the Murals' impact of students of color. Are you... Look, URI Vice President of Student Affairs Katie Collins, are you so retarded? Are you so goddamn retarded to realize that World War II was mostly fought by white people? There was, indeed, I'm never going to deny it, a small battalion or small... no, not battalion, a small quantity of people of black African ancestry descent fighting in Europe, and very rarely you saw anybody else fighting in Europe of any other race. They were mostly white. Yes, sure, you can actually blame to the racism back in the day as well. We saw that on a few even represented in a few famous movies we see today, even from a famous squadron and other things of black people or African Americans back in the day who actually fought in World War II. It's definitely right there. I mean, they were there, I'm not going to deny it, but they were still a very tiny minority fighting in World War II. And the murals represent that, because most of the fighters, most of the soldiers were white fucking males, not goddamn women or anything else, Katie Collins. So you basically want to change history, you want to erase history because it hurts your fucking fifis. Is that what you're trying to tell us? Because that's exactly what it feels like. Oh, someone's fifi is got hurt by history. That's so sad, so goddamn sad. I have received complaints about the murals. Of course you have received complaints about the murals. It's from people who are nobodies, people who are actually paying a lot of money to get useless degrees. I'm pretty sure they are coming from these people. I have received complaints about the murals that portray a very homogeneous population, predominantly the persons painted and depicted on the wall are predominantly white. Exactly, and even then, back then, the white population in America was much, much bigger than it is today. So it reflects the demographic from almost 17 years ago. That's why. Are these people so retarded that they do not understand history? Back to the article. Predominantly white and does not represent who our institution is today. Holy shit! The person here is so goddamn fucking retarded that they actually think that something done 70 years ago is going to represent the university in the 21st century. Is that it? You could make this shit up. Yeah, really, even if I tried, I couldn't make this shit up. I mean, even Babylon B could make this shit up. Holy shit in a pickle. Some of our students have even shared with us they didn't feel comfortable sitting in that space. Imagine being offended by a painting done 70 years ago. Imagine that. You gotta be some goddamn fucking special snowflake to actually feel that. Holy shit. Imagine living your life being offended by a goddamn fucking mural painted 70 years ago. You know what? I'm actually goddamn fucking offended by the Egyptian statues and pyramids and all that because it was built by the sweat of my own people. So I'm offended. Pull those things down. Yes, let's go there. Oh shit on a pickle. Collins also commented on Arthur Sherman and his contributions to the university. These murals were a snapshot in time. Oh, finally you said something right! But the images no longer represent who we are today and we are going in the future. Are you insane? So you're basically wanting to erase history because it does not represent what you are today. Is that it? Holy shit! Said Colin, we appreciate Dr. Sham's love of URI and his ability to capture that time period. We honor his military service. No, you're not. His athletic accomplishments, you're also not doing that. And his dedicated teaching at URI, you're also not doing that. When we complete the renovations, we will invite the Sherman family to the ceremonies to thank them for their contributions to the university. No, you're just going to show them, look, we are doing the legacy of of Arthur Sherman. Look what we are doing to the legacy of Arthur Sherman. We are pulling it out. We are going to destroy it because diversity. When asked if students with a military background were included in the discussion about the murals, a representative from URI Assistant Director of Communications David Lavelle told Campus Reform, "We have consulted with our Office of Veterans Affairs and Military Programs and our student veteran organization, and they see this artwork as a depiction of a specific period of time and not reflective of campus and military culture today." What did I just read? In fact, the murals examine student life in the early 1950s, from going to the beach. Yes, we are definitely not doing that today anymore. Beach is forbidden. Attending homecomings, that's also forbidden. That's something that has been deemed heretical by the Office of Equality and... what was it? Office of Equality and Justice has deemed homecomings as heretical, and graduating from the university has also been deemed heretical by the Office of Equality and Justice. There are only two scenes showing military personnel, one of the Kingston train station and the other showing ROTC personnel. Lavelle responded, noting that the murals do not have a military focus, even though they were painted to convey student life as servicemen came back to URI and the GI Bill. Lavelle later corrected his own use of the term serviceman, saying, "I said serviceman clearly. One of the photo of the murals show women and men returning from the service, so maybe it should be, say, men and women veterans." Jesus Christ. Does he realize or know that the word serviceman is actually gender neutral? Serviceman represents both men and women. It's gender neutral, like mankind. It's a word that is gender neutral. Just because it has men in the end does not mean it is a male word. It just means it's gender neutral. This idea that mankind, serviceman or salesman or something means it's a gendered word, it's just bullshit that came out because of the goddamn fucking triggered feminists who, by the way, has nothing better to contribute to the society, and they need to pay their university loans because they chose a useless degree. So they poop those theories out and idiots swallow them whole. Let's see. One thing these murals do not accomplish, one thing do not accomplish, which we do hope to address when we renovate the Memory Union, is tell the stories of Dr. Sherman and his murals in a more updated, potentially multimedia presentation that would reflect phases of campus life through the decades, including the role of military veterans up to the present. So basically, you are going to erase history, and you're, instead of adding things to it, instead of leave the original murals there, don't change them, leave them as is, but add something to it. I don't know, add a tiny little statue here or something that I don't know, I don't care, just add something else. It is important to note that blacks and other servicemen of color returning to the States during the time were prohibited from taking advantage of the GI Bill, despite being a promise to them at discharge. Pamela Sherman, Arthur's daughter, expressed her family's disagreements with the decision. "I agree with Pamela Sherman. It's terribly upsetting, and we grew up with those murals being there," she said. "It's an opportunity to the University of Rhode Island to embrace its history. It's an opportunity for it to show a timeline, a progression, a change over decades, and we never want to forget our past." Exactly. Leave the original murals there. Leave it there. And if you want to show the current year politics and communism, just add the extra stuff or the extra fluff somewhere else. I don't know. God damn it. I hate people that destroy history. I hate them. I despise people who want to change history. I fucking despise them. For instance, the Pharaoh and New Era game is really triggering me to the point of no end because they want to change history to show that Egypt was actually sub-Saharan with sub-Saharan Africans when they were not. They should depict the Egyptians at the at the correct ratio demographic back in the day. If you want to make a game that shows sub-Saharan Africans, you should make a game showing their empires below the desert of Sahara. They had huge empires, beautiful empires that they developed themselves without the contribution of Europeans or anybody else. They should show that. They should be proud of that too, because they managed to achieve things without the contribution or even the influence of Europeans or Arabs or anybody else. But no, they don't, because they are afraid of history. Yet the man responsible for the painting, Arthur Shaman, seems somewhat optimistic about the decision. When asked about the removal of his murals, Sherman responded, "That's a good question. Time goes by and things change." Of course he's not going to say much because he's afraid of being cancelled. But Pamela Sherman did say something here. They are definitely changing history. This is offensive. This is offensive to anybody who loves history. Look, history is beautiful, history is ugly, and history is disgusting at times. We need to embrace it so we don't repeat the mistakes we did in the past in the future. Erasing things from the past just means we are going to keep repeating those mistakes in the future. But no. They don't understand that. They don't care about it. God. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Good night.